Hey, what up? Welcome to the Dankest Dungeon, where we play high-power Bracket 3 Commander games. Today is going to be a rematch using the same Secrets of Strixhaven commanders that we used last week. If you didn't see that video, check it out here in the upper right. Otherwise, let's go ahead and play. Hi, it's Jason, back again playing Lorehold the Historian. And you know, I'm in Boros colors today, so really just praying for a miracle.
Hey, it's Brent. I'm here playing Zimone, and if she had a WWE walk-in song, it'd be X Gonna Give It To You.
Howdy guys, it's Nate back again playing Dina, Essence Brewer. You know, in the history of Magic, green-black has never, ever abused the sacrifice mechanic at all to be a problem. So I think it's time I show them what happens when green-black starts sacrificing things and becomes a problem.
Hey, it's Matt. I'm back with Quintorius History Chaser. The text on it is kind of similar to Tevel, which I played previously on the channel, but unlike Tevel, it's all the colors that Tevel isn't, which means that I don't get any good tutors. So, combat first.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Baron of Dice, who offer not only a wide variety of dice for your gaming needs, but also premium TCG accessories, including playmats and deck boxes with unique art and designs that you won't find anywhere else. Be sure to pay them a visit by clicking our affiliate link in the description below, and if you decide to make a purchase, hit them up with the promo code DANK at checkout for 5% off your entire order. For additional savings, be sure to check out their Pro Player Kit bundle options, where the more you buy, the more you save. You know what they say, you've got to spend money to save money, so get on it. Hey everyone, let's go ahead and roll. That's a 3.
19.
16.
I am perfect. This is a Nate hand. If I had another color of mana, I would keep the one land Soul Ring hand, but not as one land.
This hand's really slow, but it could be worse. Let's see if it gets worse.
I'm keeping.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to play this back.
This is good enough.
We'll try it.
Same, we'll try it.
I'm going to draw on the first turn of the game. I've done it. I've drawn a card. Here's a Wooded Foothills. I'm just going to send that away for, you know, obvious things. An Elegant Parlor. Look at that technology. I'm going to surveil. That card can go to my graveyard. It's Squee Goblin Nabob. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Squee is in your graveyard, you may return Squee to your hand. Go ahead.
Wow. I'm going to draw. I'm going to go ahead and play a Bloodstained Mire, pop it, and I will also get an Elegant Parlor. Swamp into my graveyard. I'll pass.
That's not a swamp.
You're not even in those colors.
Mountain into my graveyard. I'll pass.
Rejuvenating Springs is land for turn. Tap for a mana. Hardened Scales.
Nice.
One or more plus on counter to put on creature I control. Another one. Pass the turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Ouch. For an Overgrown Tomb. And an Elves of Deep Shadow. Go ahead.
I'm going to untap. During your upkeep, I will choose not to put Squee in my hand. Land for turn is Urza Saga. Chapter 1, it can make mana. I'm going to tap my 2 lands for a Talisman of Conviction, and then I'm going to immediately tap it for a white mana. Take a damage to play All-Star Alms. A reminder for those of you watching and playing, if you are in a format that includes cards from Mirage and Tempest and that era of Magic the Gathering, your graveyard order matters. Alms says 1. Remove the top card of your graveyard from the game. Prevent 1 damage to any creature. So it matters what the top card of my graveyard is. I'll pass.
I'm going to untap and draw. I'll play a Sunbillow Verge as my land for turn. Taps for both colors. I'll follow that up with a Scroll Rack. I can pay 1, tap it, exile any number of cards from my hand face down, put that many cards from the top of your library into your hand, and then the exiled cards goes on top. Go ahead.
Breeding Pool. Soul Ring. I'm going to seek Far.
Neat. Are you going to seek a Hedge Maze?
I'm going to seek some technology.
It's a good thing to seek.
Hedge Maze, I surveil. I'm going to bid in this Scalding Tarn. Unlike last game, I don't need lands. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Where we're going, we don't need lands.
Yeah.
Play a Field of the Dead tapped. Pay 1, cast an Elvish Mystic. Go ahead.
I'm going to untap and draw. During my first main, Urza Saga can make friends. It probably won't, but it can. Play this Sunbaked Canyon. And 2, a Goblin Engineer. When Goblin Engineer enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. I can pay red and tap it to sack an artifact to return target artifact card with mana value 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. I'm going to put Crucible of Worlds into my graveyard. It says I can play lands from my graveyard, but right now it is also my graveyard, so it can't do that. That is all for me.
I'm going to untap, and draw. I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard as my land for turn. It'll tap for both my colors, thanks to Matt.
You're welcome.
I'm going to pay 1 for an Enlightened Tutor. Soul Ring is going to go on top.
Should have been Rest in Peace.
Rest in peace would make me extremely sad, yes.
And I'm going to pay 1 and tap Scroll Rack, putting this, and this back. Grabbing this and some other cards. I'll put those back like that. I'll pay 1 for a Soul Ring, and I'll pass the turn.
I will untap. All right, forest for turn. 1 colorless floating. Zimone. The first spell I cast with X in its name each turn costs 1 less for each +1 counter on Zimone. And whenever I cast my first spell with X in it each turn, put 2 +1 counters on Zimone.
It's actually 3.
Correct.
This is gonna get out of hand.
Never.
With the 1 floating
Oh, my
and a
bad.
green. Sylvan Library. And then X equals 0. This is funny to me. I'm going to cast Walking Ballista, which is just going to put 3 counters on Zimone.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I will pass the turn.
Draw. Nurturing Peatland as my land for turn. A little late to the party, but I'll cast a sword.
Oh, I wish I was cool.
Wish denied.
Take 1 from the Elves of Deep Shadow, have 1 colorless floating, cast Dina, Essence Brewer. First time I sack a creature each turn, draw a card, and then I can pay 2 tapper, sack another creature I control, I gain X life, and put X +1 counters on target creature I control, where X was the sacrificed creature's power. Colorless floating, 1 and 1. Taking 1 from the Peatland to cast Terra Symbiosis. The first time I put +1 counters on a creature during any turn, I draw that many cards. Go ahead.
I'm gonna untap and draw. Trigger the Urza Saga. I'm going to float a colorless, and then it's going to go fetch something from my deck. And what it gets may surprise you. I'm gonna go get a currency converter. We're out here playing Legacy, circa like 4 years ago. Currency converter reads, whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card from your graveyard. I can pay 2 and tap it to draw a card and discard a card, or I can tap it and put a card exiled with currency converter into my graveyard. If it's a land card, create a treasure token. If it's a non-land card, create a 2/2 black rogue. I use my floating mana and all this mana, taking a damage from Historic. Cast me commander. It's Quintorius, History Chaser. Whenever 1 or more cards leave my graveyard, create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. I'm gonna plus them to 6. I'm going to discard Prismatic Vista to draw 2 cards and mill a card. Milling Savine's Reclamation. When I discard a card, Currency Converter will trigger and exile the Prismatic Vista from my graveyard, which will trigger my commander and make a 3/2 spirit. There he is. Then I'm going to tap Currency Converter to put Prismatic Vista into my graveyard and create a treasure. I'm going to sack the treasure. I'm going to swap Talisman of Curiosity for Crucible Worlds. When Crucible Worlds leads my graveyard, I'm going to make 3/2 Spirit. Then I'm going to play my land for turn from my graveyard, which is Prismatic Vista. It left my graveyard, so I'm going to make a 3/2 Spirit. That's it, pass turn.
I'm going to untap and draw. I'm going to go ahead and play a Plains as my land for turn. I'm going to pay 5 mana for my commander, Lorehold, 5/5 Flying Haste Dragon. Instant and sorcery cards in my hand have Miracle 2. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, I may discard a card. If I do, draw a card. He's going to hit Quintorius for 5.
No, don't do that.
The master beats the student.
I'll pass the turn.
I will untap. Sylvan Library trigger.
Also, Quintorius trigger. Or not Quintorius. Also, Lorehold trigger.
Yeah, I promise they're not the same.
I'm not going to discard anything.
Taking 4, take an extra card. Land for turn will be a forest. 2 green, reduced by 3, another 2. X equals 5. Invasion of Ikoria. Trigger. I'm going to give this to Jason to defend.
Yeah, I'll do a great job defending that.
I'm going to punch it here in a second. I'm going to go find a creature with a converted mana cost 5 or less.
Is it Seedborn Muse?
It's Seedborn Muse.
Who'd have thought?
That's a problem.
Not doing me a whole lot right now, but eventually it will. Yeah, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to punch my evasion for 6.
It's Zalortha.
Yeah, and then I'll literally pass turn.
Untap.
Or untap.
I'm passing on this.
Going to warp in an anti-casual vestige. When it leaves the battlefield, I draw a card and I can put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands I control onto the battlefield tapped. Take 1 from the Elves of Deep Shadow. I'm going to eat it and turn it into a nice fancy potion. 7 counters to Dina. So when it dies, I'm going to draw with Dina. I'm going to draw with the vestige. Put the Fintorn Elves into the battlefield.
Did you draw equal to the amount of counters you just put on that thing?
No, because this is all
Okay.
on dies.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to put 7 counters on Dina. First time I put counters on something and draw 7. I'm going to play a High Market, take 1, and play an Ozolith. Whenever a creature I control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters, put those counters on the Ozolith. And at the beginning of combat on my turn, I can move counters from the Ozolith onto something. I'm gonna discard Kalakascion, Hunger Tyrant, and this Return of the Wild Speaker.
At your end step, before you discard, technically. I'm gonna do a fetch. I'm gonna fetch a basic mountain. I was too lazy to look for my Strixhaven lands, so I just grabbed the Cold Snap theme deck lands because I think they're cool. Cool story, huh? I'm gonna pay 1 and prevent the next 1 damage to Goblin Engineer by exiling this Prismatic Vista from my graveyard. Trigger my command, or I will make another spirit.
Are you by chance enjoying this video? Consider becoming a member over on our Patreon page. It's the best way to support the channel and help it grow. Don't want to spend any money? Liking, subscribing, and commenting down below all help as well and are totally free. Thanks for watching. Let's get back to the game.
Go to my turn, untap, upkeep. I remembered. It's Squee. Squee is in my graveyard, so I can return to my hand, so I will. Trigger my commander. I will make another spirit. Land for turn is Wooded Foothills from my graveyard. Trigger my commander. I will make another 3/2. I'm going to fetch shock a Sacred Foundry. I'm going to plus my commander. I'm going to discard Squee Goblin Nabob to draw 2 and then mill a card. Milling Ancient Den. Trigger Currency Converter. I will exile Squee from my graveyard. Trigger my commander. I will make another spirit. I'm going to play an Everflowing Chalice. Kicked 0 times on purpose. I'm going to weld it out to get my Talisman of Conviction back. Trigger my commander. I'll get another duder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. I'm going to play On Wings of Gold. Creature tokens you control. No, creatures you control that are zombies and or tokens get +1/+1 and a flying. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 white zombie creature token. Go into combat. 16 this way.
My guy. What the fuck did I do?
You flying.
I'll take 18.
As I pass the turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to activate Scroll Rack, putting aside 4 cards. Alright, I'm going to go to my turn, untapping, and drawing. Austere Command. I'm going to miracle that. We're doing creatures with mana value 3 or less. And is this an enchantment?
Yeah.
Enchantments.
Mana drain.
I was wondering if it was going to do it.
Got his ass.
Got him.
Thank you. I'll save you for last.
I'm going to pay 4 for a Surly Badgersaur.
Gross.
When I discard stuff, stuff happens. Go ahead. Upkeep. I'm going to discard a card. It's a Library of Ling.
It is
Non-creature,
something.
non-land card. Bites up to 1 target creature you don't control. We'll hit Welder.
That's the correct choice. You got it.
And then I'll draw.
I'll take 8.
Oh,
Land for turn. Command tower. X equals 16.
that's frightening.
Mutagen Man. I'm going to create 16 mutagen tokens. Activate abilities of artifact tokens I control. Cost 1 less.
Are you just going to put all 16 of them on your commander?
I don't think they're all going on my commander, but I do need more +1 counter dice if we have them. Because every one of those is actually 2 counters because of
Sure
card
is.
scales.
You can kill anyone.
Yep. So basically, I have 32 counters to put out. Just has to be in even amounts.
That's just everybody dead? Maybe?
Maybe.
Because you can deal it all as though
As though we're unblocked, yeah. He
Oh,
can't
no.
kill everyone. He can kill
2 of us.
2 of us. I guess it depends on who he thinks is the threat. It's probably me.
I have to choose. I can only kill 1. It's just barely short of being able to kill both.
Well, you can make 1 person dead and 2 people awkward.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh, it's Commander damage.
Commander damage.
Yeah.
I don't need to do 31. I can kill 2 people. I'm being dumb. Hold on. Yep, that's more than enough commander damage. And then this is enough to kill Nate, even if he gets squirrely. So, sacrificing all the mutagen tokens. Each one will put 2 counters on each thing. 16 counters here. 1 of them to here to put 2 counters here. This had 9. The rest of them are going on here to make that very big. Matt, commander damage. Nate, more than 18. Can assign combat damage as unblocked.
But will you?
Yeah.
I will activate High Market. I'm going to eat this Elves of Deep Shadow. I'm going to gain a life. I'm going to draw a card from Dina. Fuck, that didn't save me. I die.
Yeah, you needed specifically
Deadly Relic.
Deadly Relic, yeah.
I'm going to tap Currency Converter
tried.
and put Squee into my graveyard. This will create a 2/2 rogue, which is actually a 3/3 with flying. Hell yeah. And then I die.
Alright, Jason.
Okay, I'm gonna untap and assume whatever I do is gonna get countered, but we'll try. I'll pay 1, tap this, I'll activate Scroll Rack, put this on top. Then I'll draw it. Creative Technique. I'm gonna pay 2 to miracle it. Shuffle your library, then reveal cards from the top of it until you reveal a non-land card. Exile that card and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. I can also demonstrate, which I will do. You can also do it, but I'll do it twice.
You get yours first. Brent.
So there's 2 copies, so I'd have to counter both. So yeah,
You would have to counter both, but you do get one for free.
we'll do the first one
Okay.
free. So it's shuffle and
Shuffle,
then
yeah.
just reveal.
Reveal a non-land card.
I will reveal Rampant Growth. Sure, I will cast that for free. We'll find a basic land tapped. Hey, there's one on the bottom. Did it.
My 2 are on the stack. Are they good?
Yeah.
All right, first one. Okay. Hit the mother load. Discover 10. If the discover card's mana value is less than 10, create a number of tapped treasure tokens equal to the difference.
We'll pay 1 blue. Counter that unless you pay a lot.
I'll choose not to pay a lot.
23 or whatever.
Okay. All right, next one. Oh, I'm fucking hitting. Call forth the Tempest. Cascade, Cascade. Call forth the Tempest deals damage to each creature your opponent controls equal to the total mana value of other spells you've cast this turn.
So it's 12 so far, and then you cascade twice.
Seize the spoils. I'll discard Victory Chimes. Baggersaur will fight when I discard that. 2, 3.
In response.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to Silk Guard. I'm going to put a +1 counter on each creature I control. So it'll be 2 counters on each of them. Aura's equipment and modified creatures I control gain hexproof until end of turn.
I'll get a treasure and draw 2. 1 more Cascade. Ancient Tomb, Mountain, Swords to Plowshares. Do I want to exile one of my own things? I think I'm good on that. 15 damage to all creatures you control. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play a Plains as my land for turn. I'll pay 4. I'm going to Avatar's Wrath. Choose up to 1 target creature, then airbend the other creatures. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands.
Yeah, that buys you
A
Buys
turn?
me a turn.
well 2 turns because I can't attack with them the next turn because I
Also, they're not huge anymore.
And then I'll hit you for 5. All right, that's all I got. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take 8.
The Boros player approves.
Land for turn is an island.
I can discard on your upkeep.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Okay. I'll play my own Terra Symbiosis.
Mm-hmm.
X equals 4. Rampaging Yaguai. Canters with X counters. When it enters the battlefield, destroy any number of target artifacts or enchantments with mana value X or less. So all your artifacts and enchantments.
Yep, X is at least 3.
Yep. X was 4, but he'll enter with an additional one, so 5. So I will draw 5 cards.
I'll float a red.
And then I will pass the turn.
I will untap and draw. I'll hit you for 5. I'll pay 4. Play Stormkiln Artist. 2/2 dwarf guy. He gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Wah wah. Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create a treasure token. Go ahead.
Library trigger. We will pay 2 to cast Zimone. It'll put 3 counters on
Zimone.
Zimone. And then I'm going to attack it with this Vigilance Trample 7/7.
You got it.
Okay. I drew 3 cards. Okay. We're sort of back.
You're in step. I'm gonna lightning bolt your face.
In response to creating the treasure. Counter it unless you pay 1.
I won't do that.
And I'll scry 2.
Okay. I'm gonna untap and draw.
Is it a miracle?
Kind of. I'm gonna pay 3 mana for a Cursed Mirror as a copy of Zalortha.
Response.
Yeah.
Brent still got counter spells.
Counter it unless you pay X twice, where X is 3, so you gotta pay 6.
I won't do that. All right, you got it. I give up.
So Brent is able to take out 2 of the players out of nowhere, just leaving me and him. And I tried to put up a fight. I think I did okay at that, but then I lost. Great job, Brent, and I hope y'all enjoyed that. See you next time. Thank you, patrons, especially Paul K, Jared R, Andrew S, and Finks MTG. And thank you to the rest of y'all as well. Couldn't do it without you.